Dr. Fadena. Welcome to One Information Incorporated. Let's chat. Friends, jokes about or towards us that are harmful. They are spoken words. You know, we have those friends that are around us that build us up, inspire us, believe in who we are, encourage us. On the other hand, we have those friends who always seem to speak towards us and about us hurtfully. And then we have those friends that you can go talk to when you're having issues. They will listen to you, cry with you, pray with you, hold your hand, speak the truth in love, and remind you that you are still fearfully wonderfully made. And then we have those friends that every time we get together in a social event, they are always cracking jokes about us that seem to make you feel shameful, hurtful, and discouraged. Let's take the time out to be mindful of that right now. So I want you to focus on your breathing. Close your eyes and inhale, exhale. And I want you to just think about your friends that you have that surround you. Are they building you up or tearing down who you are as you inhale and exhale? And when you feel comfortable, we're going to do some flexibility, strength, and alignment moves while we're being mindful and meditating on the friendships we have. I want you to stand up as we go into your mountain pose in yoga. You are tall, strong, victorious, energetic. You can deal with the situations around you. And then you have those friends that are around you who are just like sunshine, warmth, inspire, encourage, and motivate you and help you to stand tall when the wind is blowing. Yes. And on the other hand, you have those friends who make you go down into a chair pose, shrink, because they're always telling jokes about you or towards you. When you get into a social environment, as you look over towards your left in chair pose, you hear about when the people are talking about themselves, you hear that friend say, well, you know, and they're talking about you. As you stand there in that conversation, social environment, back to center, you don't like it, but you're smiling and trying not to take it personally, so you ignore it. And then that same friend, when you talk on the phone, you tell them something about yourself, and you think about it as you chair pose over to the other side, and it reminds you about how you've always been that way, and you're just negative, and they always tell you about some of the bad things you did, remind you how you've done this thing before. Ooh, that doesn't help any. You're not feeling good about that. You come back to center, sitting in that chair pose, you're feeling even lower now. How do you handle that? So as you come up, thinking about tree pose, and you're wavering, you think about your other friend who you go and you talk to, as you having doubt about this relationship, whether you should stay there or not, waving in the wind, tossing in that situation, and that friend tells you, they listen to you, they let you talk, scream and holler, cry, they pray with you, or encourage you. Yeah, they tell you the truth about yourself, but it's not negative. And after they tell you about yourself, they encourage and motivate you to move forward. And that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. So now you're back standing tall in the tree, going back into that tall mountain that you are, feeling good about yourself, knowing that no, it's not you. It's the friend. And you said you tried to talk to that friend before. You tried to ask them not to do it, but they're still doing it. As you breathe, go back into your meditation pose. Go back into your seat. Have a seat. Sit down. As you're thinking about life and about that friend, relax. Let me tell you a story. I had a friend. Every time we got together in a social event, people would be talking and joking. She always had to bring something about what I did in the past. Yeah, it was funny. It was the truth. We laughed, but it bothered me. I didn't say anything. Keep breathing. I let it go. A couple more times, she did the same thing. It's getting to the point where I really didn't want to go any place with her anymore. So one time she called me on the phone, we were talking, and I said something, and she reminded me about how I've always done that. So I asked her, I said, why do you always bring the negative up things about me? Yeah, I know I've done some things that weren't right, but I've gotten over it and I've cleaned it up. She said, oh, you know I love you, I'm just joking. And I said, well, if you love me, why do you disrespect me? To me, I feel disrespectful in public. She laughed about it. Told me, oh, you just taking things too personally. You need to just grow up. Stop being such a wimp about it. Okay, I let that go. We got back together in a social event, an environment, and she started it again. So I decided, after praying about it and confiding with a friend who will always give me constructive criticism in a nice way, but always told me the truth and motivate me, I decided that I don't need to subject myself to that kind of environment atmosphere. So I'm just going to just pull away. And you know, as I started going out without her, hanging around people who motivate, encourage, inspire me, I had a peace, more calm, more assertive, and more neutral, and could enjoy my social events. So as you're breathing and meditating, being mindful, question to you, do you have any friends in your life like that? Are they really your friends? Can you handle that? If not, maybe you need to reevaluate and think, is that really a friend? If you try to reason and talk to them and they're still doing that, you need to make a choice. Because remember, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You're too blessed to be stressed. So don't keep setting yourself up for failures and stress and disappointment by being in an environment that's negative and not pleasant. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let us know how we can help you. Join our Transformation Book Club as we're going through transforming from things that are not building us up to things that be more nourishing to our spirit, soul, and body. See you next time. And remember, you are fearfully and wonderfully made.